Welcome everybody. Today is a special day because today is the start of the open beta for GWENT the Witcher card game. What we are doing today is playing a lot of GWENT the Witcher card game, and we will start today with the single player content, which is the challenges. So it's like a tutorial. We are starting with that because you will be earning some stuff for in-game currency, for example, or some scraps, so you can craft more cards. And after that, we will be opening all the kegs that I have currently. That's 234, but we are getting a few more kegs when we are finishing all the challenges. So we're gonna start with the challenges. If you are unfamiliar with GWENT, that's definitely helping you because in the challenges you will learn all the steps that you need, all the rules that you need for playing GWENT. So you will not be the best player, of course, after that, but it will give you a clue what you can do and what you cannot do. I will upload everything tomorrow on YouTube, so if you have not the time to watch the whole stream today, I will upload all the challenges on YouTube, and I will also upload all the booster pack opening or the keg opening on YouTube. So if you're watching that right now on YouTube, hello YouTube, welcome. And if you are not watching that on the stream, you can always join my Twitch stream. You can find the link to that in the description, in the video description, if you're watching that on YouTube. So check out the Twitch stream. I'm streaming multiple days per week, around 4 to 5 times per week. So for now, let's start with the challenges. So as you can see, there are the fundamentals, deck management, and then you have a challenge for each of the different factions. Currently there are 5 factions in the game, and you will then unlock all the leaders, which are normally legendary cards, but you will unlock them if you do the challenges. And if there are new leaders coming into the game, they will also do more challenges for that. So we're gonna start here with the fundamentals, and then let's go with the basic mechanics. I've already did that here, but I just skipped it so that I can start the stream. So we are redoing that, the basic mechanics, which is the first challenge. Welcome to GWENT, welcome to the tutorial. Keep in mind, some of these cards are different from the multiplayer versions. If you want to return this tutorial once you're done, you can launch it from the challenges menu at any time. So we're continuing here.
Start making any reckless wagers, perhaps I should refresh you on the rules? We've had a few changes lately.
The goal of the game over, no.
Something to that effect. Fine. Spit it out.
Right, now I can talk. Okay, so the goal of the game is to gather more total strength than your opponent.
Losing already?
Don't get excited. I have some powerful surprises for later. Saving them.
So you can see the total strength of your unit at the bottom of the screen and your total opponent strength at the bottom. As you can see here, that's 17 to 12, so currently we are winning the round.
Laid out several cards.
Yes, easier to explain this way.
Placing units on the battlefield increases your total strength.
Right, I shall go first.
And each player can play only one card per turn. So as you can see here, we have 17 points, and we have a 9-point unit here on the board, and we have a 8-point unit, so that's 17 total, while our opponent has 12 currently. He has played another 7 points, so that means he's right now at 19, we had 17. Each unit can only be played on a certain row or rows. For example, you can only play the Fiend on the melee row. The Ancient Foglet can only appear on the ranged row. And you have to place the Griffin on the siege row, which is the last row here in the back. The icon on the left side of each card shows where it can be played, and this one, for example, can only be played in the melee row.
Now you. Play a card. Any card.
And play a unit card now. To do so, highlight it and double press enter, or use the left mouse to drag and drop it onto the battlefield. As we can see here, this one is just for the melee. Here is the melee symbol, so what we can do is just drop that here on the melee row. That will be 9 points, and with that we are going ahead again.
Yeah, feels familiar. I'm winning.
So you have played a unit card and its strength has been added to your total. So that's 26. And play your remaining cards in the order. There's only one card, so not much to do here. And we are of course winning the game here because it's just a tutorial. So winning the round, and that should be the first.
To start. Now on to more advanced concepts.
Yeah, that's the first tutorial. Your total strength is higher than your opponent's, meaning you have won your first battle. Congratulations. The next one is the advanced mechanics, which might be a bit more difficult, but still, the rules are kind of simple.
Some of your cards, you can swap them out.
You can swap up to 3 cards for new cards drawn from your deck.
Know what? This time, swap out your special cards. I shall tell you about them later.
Yeah, we're doing that, so we are swapping the decoy, we're swapping the commander's horn here, and we're also swapping the first light. We're getting 3 units instead.
Playing a powerful card. Perhaps. Oh, this one?
Okay, we are playing Geralt,
Gotta admit, that made me look pretty good.
which is 10 points. It's a gold card, and you can only use 4 gold cards in your deck later.
Now, watch this.
Many cards have special abilities. For example, the card Ciri is about to lay out will play another instant of itself from her deck, as we can see now. So there's the Arahas, which is when you deploy her.
Didn't my card have an ability?
Smarting, are we? Then play this and see what
Oh
happens.
man, all this talking. So if you deploy Arahas, which means if you play Arahas onto the board, you will summon all copies of this unit from your deck. So that's why the other 2 ones were also spawning from the deck. We're now playing the Vernon Roach, which is another gold card, the second one we are playing. And when you deploy him, you're damaging an enemy by 5. At least now for the tutorial. Normally the effect should be a bit different, but we will see if that's the case later. Maybe they've changed that since the closed beta. We're gonna hit this one. If you reduce a unit's strength to 0, it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard. And you can watch the graveyard at any time in the game, at least should be. Maybe I cannot do that here right now. Need to play the cards. Normally you can watch the graveyard at any time in the game. So we're just now dropping the units here, we're winning anyway.
I dare say this will be painful.
Ciri is about to play Scorch. This card destroys the strongest units on the battlefield. So that's a special card as we can see here. Going for it, there's a Scorch. That is also, be careful with that, that's also destroying your own unit. So,
Perceptive as ever.
yeah, gold cards are immune to most card abilities. You can recognize them by the gold frames. If our opponent has played the Scorch here and he would have a unit with more strength than our unit, then that unit would have been killed, so we need to be careful with the Scorch.
I'd pass if I were you. You've a solid lead. I'll need to play quite a few cards to catch up.
Having more cards than your opponent is crucial to winning. Never play more than you need. They must last you for the rest of the match, because the cards are your resources. You will only draw an additional 1 after the first round and an additional 1 after the second round, on top of the ones with that you are starting.
Remember what Uncle Vesemir used to say about losing a battle to win the war?
And you only need to win 2 out of 3 rounds. Once you pass, you can't play any more cards that round, while your opponent can continue to play as many as they want. So potentially you can just play all the cards and have nothing for the next round and it's just losing. So we are passing now, just clicking on the button here. And our opponent is playing more cards, so losing at least 2 cards. There you go, so that was stupid. He could have just played the Fiend and would have taken down the victory as well.
I won the previous round, so I go first in this one.
At the start of the second round, both players draw 2 cards from the deck.
How about
I just told you 1 card, right? Yeah, so it's 2 cards and then 1 card.
You've more cards.
Sorry
than
about the
I,
confusion.
But you know me. I'll not go down without a fight.
Having more cards in your hand than your opponent gives you a significant advantage. It puts you in control of the flow of the battle. That is correct. So we're getting Ballista and we are getting Sealed Tanzaville. And we now have the option to redraw a card. I guess there is no need for the tutorial, so you can just finish redrawing here. You can just hit the right mouse. That also allows you to just leave the redrawing. Play your remaining cards in any order, so we just go for the 8 points here. So this one is dealing 2 damage when you play him. Well, that's why it's 13 to 6. Let's play the Knight. Again, we're going ahead here. Then let's just drop the Ballista. We can deal 3 damage and let's just hit the Fiend. Currently 6 advantage and our opponent is not just passing, so we are also passing.
You'll win no matter what.
And the final round is starting.
Final round. Ready?
We are
Each
both drawing 1
once, so
card.
whoever wins this round
And we currently have, as you can see here at the bottom, you can just finish the redraw here. We currently have 2 cards advantage, so opponent is at 5 while we are at 7, and that is an easy game then. We need to start it by the way, so let's drop the Redanian Knight, which is 9 points. With such a card advantage, we of course easily winning. So normally what you should try to do when you play that competitively, never go in a disadvantage here with the cards. Always stay on top. And opponent is just passing, so we are also just passing and winning the game in a whole. And with that, the second tutorial is finished. We're getting 50 ores, which is half of a pack. Use it to purchase card kegs from the shop, yeah, right? So if you have 100 ore, that is one keg, which is keg is equivalent to a booster pack. And the last one gives us 100 ore, so that is one pack. Check it out, that's special mechanics.
You want peace? Fight for it.
You do best to swap.
Hey, not allowed to peek at my cards.
Swap out cards you don't want to use in this battle. When you're satisfied with your cards, press the right mouse to start the game. So what we are doing here, let's see, I guess we're just dropping the 8 points. We have the Blue Stripes Commando. Yeah, let's just gonna drop those. Oh, another one. And so there's one in Roach.
Play this card and you shall see.
Play Redanian Knight, which is 9 points. Why should we do that? Lead ability.
See that? That, dear Geralt, was a leader card in action.
So you can only use your leader once per game. Playing your leader cards ends your turn, just like setting out any other card.
Go on,
Continue here.
your turn. Let your leader lead.
Okay, now we should play our leader, which is Hanseld, which is giving you 3 points on the board. And when you play Hanseld, you would spawn a base copy of a bronze ally on its row. So that's why we are dropping the Hanseld here, and we're getting another Redanian Knight. So that's another 9 points on that.
Oh, button up. Weather's about to turn. This weather card will...
Weaken units on one row. That I remember.
Alright, looks like Ciri is going to drop a weather card, and weather cards stay on a row and affects all units present on it. So we will see which kind of weather that is. That is the frost there. Usually you want to use weather cards when your opponent has significantly more strength than you on a specific row. Some cards like Eridine are immune to the effect of weather cards.
Yet the weather can be fickle. Catch. Play this. See what happens.
And we will now play the Clear Skies card. And that will spawn either Clear Skies or Rally, as we see here. We are playing the Clear Skies, which is trigger all weather on your side, then clear all weather from your side. So, Frost is gone, and it's our opponent's turn.
Here, play this too.
And now we're getting another special card. It's very nice of Ciri. We're now playing Commander Zone, which means boost 5 adjacent units by 4. We currently have only 2, so normally you should wait with the Commander Zone, but just for the sake of this tutorial, we are dropping it. Buffing those 2 units, getting an additional 8 points. Opponent is passing.
Got the hang of this.
And we are also passing. Winning the round. And I guess we are continuing with the game here. That looks like it. It's a decoy.
Alright, let's play a real match. No
Oh, we're
hints,
playing a
no
real
hiding.
match. Interesting. I'm just gonna drop the light cavalry. Get another Blue Stripes Commander. So we need to start here because we won the first round. Then you need to start the second. I'm just gonna drop in Redanian Knight. 9 points. There's a Fiend, which means deploy and Brave strengthen self by 3. And Brave is a special ability, which you can see here on the right. There are some tooltips. So Brave is triggering when you are behind, so it's helping you when you are going second. That's why he was getting an extra 3 strength here. We'll just deploy the Ballista, dealing 3 points. So it's 8 to 15. It is 15 to 15, so how about let's just do another Ballista, dealing another 3 points. There's some more weather, and now unfortunately we don't have a weather clearing card. So I'm not sure. We should still be winning, right? It's a tutorial. We can just play on. I guess she's just passing at one point here.
Semper Fi!
25 to 22 with still 2 cards to go.
Nice mess you've got here.
No problem. So, and with that, we are also finishing this tutorial. You can play now more cards, but of course there is no need to, so you can just press pass here. Gives us the next victory, so let's just skip that here and get the 100 ore. We can buy more kegs when we open. Oh, a nice bug here. 100 ore. We are now going for the deck management. That should be kind of easy, I guess. So deck creation. It's just explaining you how to build a deck. So welcome to the deck builder tutorial. Here you can put together new decks and modify existing ones by adding or removing cards. Let's start by creating a new deck. Click create new deck to continue. Cards in Gwent are divided into factions. Each faction has unique cards which only it can use. Sorry. All factions can also use neutral cards. Choose a faction for your deck and click the left mouse to continue. So we can just pick up, let's start with click. Highlight the leader you want to use for this deck and click to continue. This is your card collection. All the cards you have collected are shown here. You can use the card filters to display only specific type of cards. This is your deck. You can add cards from your collection to it or move cards you don't want back to your collection. Now let's add a card from your collection to a deck. Do so by highlighting a card, clicking and dragging this card to your deck. So we're doing that with the first light. And here comes the special cards. The other ones are the followers or the units on the board. To speed things up, this time we will fill in the remainder of your deck. Usually though, you will choose all the cards for your deck yourself. So that was fast. And now let's remove a card from your deck. To do so, highlight the card in the deck and press space, enter. It's enter, right? We should do that on the binding first. We can also just swipe her here in the back. This is a card counter that helps you construct a valid deck and shows you the deck limitations. Now that you've constructed a valid deck, click save and exit to leave the screen and save your deck. So as you can see here, you can play 4 gold cards, a maximum copy of 1. We have 6 silver cards, also a maximum copy of 1. And bronze can be played up until you have reached the maximum, which is 40. So normally you want to go with the minimum and you have 3 copies from each bronze card, a maximum in the deck. So let's just save and exit here. And with that, I guess the tutorial is already over. Tutorial complete. That covers all the deck builder basics. Feel free to experiment with different cards and deck configurations. Remember, you can always come back and modify any of your decks. Click exit to leave the screen. There we go. And that gives us more ore. Ore is always good. Ore is free. And when we are looking here at the shop, we are getting a free keg. So let's do that. And I guess we're just opening the keg here in the tutorial. Welcome to the shop. Welcome to the shop. Here you can buy various in-game items. Most importantly, new cards. Or you can just use your real money and buy some kegs. You obtained new cards by buying kegs and opening them. You received a new card keg. You can open it in the shop. So we got one. So we should open that now for the sake of the tutorial. First, you're shown 4 cards that came in your keg. Flip them over to see what you got. Highlight each card in turn and click left. Once you've revealed all the cards, click continue. So these are 4 commons now. You can see the rarity at the bottom right. So bronze, or that's silver, it is always common. Then you have blue, that is rare. You have purple, which is epic, and you have golden, which is legendary. We'll now use continue, and then you get next you choose one of 3 cards. The card you choose will go to your collection, while the others will be destroyed. To make your choice, highlight a card and click the left mouse. So these are all very good. So Crone is good, and that's by the way an epic, so pretty good for the first keg. Also at the top you are seeing how many you are owning from the card. So currently every card is at 0. I like to play the Albrich, to be honest. It's a nice card in the reveal theme. Crone is also very good, but let's go for the Albrich. And with that, we've opened our first keg. Congratulations, the new cards have been added to your collection. You can head to the deck builder at any point to use them in your decks. Click back to the shop and leave the screen. I guess we are now getting an additional keg. I know that was for the... damn it. Thought we were getting an additional one. So, card crafting. Welcome, this is your card collection. Here you can browse through all the cards you've managed to gather so far. Some of the cards in this view are grayed out. If a card is grayed out, it means you don't have it yet in your collection. In each deck you can have up to 3 copies of each bronze card, but only 1 copy of each gold or silver card. If you collect more copies than that, use the mill spare cards option to turn your extra cards into scraps, but that is only unlocked at level 3 and we are currently at level 1. There are several filters you can use to view only certain cards in your collection. Use the filters at the top of the screen to switch quickly between the cards for each faction. Further narrow your search, use the advanced filters menu, click filters to open the filters panel. And this is a filters panel here. In this panel you can apply a variety of search filters. For example, type a card name in the search box to display the card. Alright, we cannot do that right now. First light. The card you found will remain visible even after you close the filter panel. Click close filters now to close this panel. See, there's still the first light. You can craft available cards if you have enough scraps. We're giving you a few scraps to start. So we're getting 30 scraps. Should it be 50? Anyway, so getting 30 scraps to gain more win games in multiplayer mode or milk cards you don't need. Let's try crafting a card now. To do so, highlight a card and then click to see its detail. Here you can see detailed information about the card, its strength, combat draw and special abilities. Click craft to craft the card, which is here at the bottom, and we just got the 30 scraps, so let's just do that. Gonna craft that here. Are we sure? Yeah, we are sure. Going yes. You've just crafted your first card, it's been added to your collection. Now you can use it in your decks. Great success. If you have enough meteorite dust, you can transmute any card in your collection to change the way it looks on the battlefield. Transmute the card by clicking the transmute button. We are probably not doing that here, because we would transmute the first light. Damn it, we cannot. I just read on Reddit that if we use the transmute, we are losing the... anyway, let's just transmute, doesn't matter. So with that, we are getting the premium version. But it also was costing us the dust here, what is it called? I've forgotten the name. Anyway, so that was our own stuff. You're not getting that here, unfortunately. We're gonna close preview. The covers are basic of managing your collection. You can visit it again at any time by navigating to the appropriate tab via the main menu. And we've been awarded 50 scraps. And we should have awarded also the powder. Powder it was called, right. So that was costing us 100 powder, but I guess we're getting that back from CD Projekt Red. That should be a mistake here in the challenge.